Hi, Laura Grisham here. Today I'm going to share with you how to make a burgundy sunflower. I've shown you how to make a regular sunflower with golden yellows, and I've shown you how to make an autumn sunflower with more oranges and stuff. But this time I'm going to make one that is more burgundy. I'm going to use, what you'll need is sage green or a moss green, fabric mesh. You need something more substantial than regular deco mesh for the leaves. This is what I'm using. And you'll need 2 rolls of burgundy or maroon, whatever you want to call it. Deco mesh, just regular deco mesh is fine. You know, the $3–4 a roll. And then you'll need at least a roll, maybe a roll and a half. I haven't figured it out yet. But of this, this is an orange iridescent, it's orange red or burgundy mesh, and it's a deco mesh also. What we're going to do with our petals, well, I'll show you my board, and I've written on the board. On row 1 up here, I burned an additional hole. I'll turn it over on the back where you can see better, so that I could do my leaves like this. I wanted to have be able to put the zip tie in and hold it tighter. So that's why I burned an additional hole, just like that. All right. And on row 2, I did nothing. I just put zip ties in. We're not even going to use shared holes. We're just going to use the regular holes. On row 3, I burned additional holes. You can see right here, they're just even, like stitching. I just went in between and added an extra hole. So on row 1, we have 16 petals. So you'll need 16 pieces of the moss green, or whatever color green I guess that you would like. On row 2, we've got we'll have 16. We've got 16 zip ties, and on row 3 we have 20 zip ties. Now on these, right in here in that middle part, that is where our sunflower is going to sit, our sunflower bloom. And what I did was I took a regular sunflower, a yellow one, and I buy them at Craft Outlet. This is an 11-inch bloom. It's a big bloom, and I painted it. And I painted it with a burgundy paint, a rose gold, with a metallic, so that I could have a metallic kind of a sheen to it. And I also used a copper glitter on the inside, a glitter paint. And I did this a while back, so it's nice and stiff and dry, nice and waterproof. So anyway, it's really neat how the petals will start to kind of curl up and stuff. Really gnarly. That's the word I like to use for a sunflower. Perfect. But when we put on our board, our sunflower is going to go right here. And normally on my sunflowers, I use lolly petals around my bloom, but there's really no room. So I'm not going to do that this time. We're going to use the same petal for the leaves and the petals for the flowers. The same fold. It's a simple fold. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if I made it up or if it's been around forever. Doesn't really matter, does it? But anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that fold now, and we'll talk about how many petals go on each row. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera down, and we're going to start with the green, with the fabric mesh. And with this particular fold, with the green, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get organized over here. Anyway, you want a more substantial mesh with the green leaves, okay? And I'm debating, I just don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I just don't know. But I have these magnolia leaves that look like this. They're red on the other side. And I sometimes will take my sunflowers and I will hot glue these leaves on like this, right onto the fold, and to give it more of a realistic look. I don't know if I'm going to do that this time. I just don't. I've got the leaves, and we will see. I'll just see what it looks like with just with the folded leaves, and we will go from there. Okay, let me bring you down. Okay. All right, here is my moss green, and let's see. I'm going to take this. I've got it curl side up, and I have my finished edges on my right and my left. And I'm going to take it and turn it into a diamond. Actually, yes, turn it this way so that I have a finished edge up in my upper left and my bottom right. And I've got a string there that we're going to get rid of. Okay, I'm going to take this corner and this corner and bring them to the middle, crossing over just a tad in the middle, and then I'm going to pull. I'm going to make sure that this comes down and that this is like straight across here. You want this to be straight across, and you're going to pinch it in the middle, pinch it again, pinch it, and then pinch one more time to get the end in, and then you're going to go the other way. Pinch, pinch, pinch. You can pinch 2, 3 times. It really doesn't matter. Each petal is different. Give it a tug, and it looks like that. I'm going to take a little bitty tiny zip tie. These are 4-inch, and I'm going to use them because I've got them and I might as well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clip that. And I have a sunflower leaf. Okay, just like that. And all our petals are going to be made this way, just like this. All right, so there's our leaf. That's what our leaf looks like. And we put them on the board. We just take our board. I've already got my zip ties on there. And I'm going to go, I'm on row 1. I'm just going to go right here. Put this in here. And when you do, make sure that when you zip this zip tie, that the zip tie that's around the petal, you catch it, okay? So that you've got like a double zip tie holding that leaf in place. And I'm going to use my zip tie gun because it tightens it for me. And that's how we do our leaves. So, what about these petals back here? Okay, we make them all the same, but we're going to put them on the board differently. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to get, my stuff keeps dropping to the floor, y'all. Okay, on row 2. We're going to take a burgundy and this orange with the, can you see that sheen in that? It's got a red sheen to it. And we're going to put that orange on the bottom and the burgundy on top of it. We're going to double up, okay? And if you know how deco mesh is. I burned this, but still, it's real wiry and it doesn't want to play right, but we will work with it, and it's okay. That's what makes it look really different, like a sunflower petal should look kind of not the same. All right, we're going to do the same fold. We're going to take it, we're going to take this corner right here, and this, we're going to turn it into a diamond. We're going to pull these 2 corners in. You can overlap it either way. This way with the bottom over this one or this way. It doesn't matter. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And you can do it different every time if you want to. So I'm going to overlap that, and I'm going to just kind of use my hand to push this down because this is kind of thick because you're working with 2 pieces. We're going to pinch that in the middle, pinch it again. Then we're going to go this way, making sure we have this straight line because you want to catch all this edge of the mesh. You don't want to not have all of it in there. Okay, like this, very thick. This time I'm going to use a I think these are 6-inch. Yes, a 6-inch zip tie, since this is thicker. And so I'm going to go right here, zip this up nice and tight. Cut that. I'm going to trim this. Okay. And we have a petal that looks like this. Now, you can, I like to do this, kind of separate them a little bit and tug on them, and they take on a life of their own. All right. You take your board, and you're on row 2, and just put it right on your board. Okay, can you see that? I'm going right here, and when I started around the board, because you know I burned an extra hole on this row. No, I didn't. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That's the next row. Okay, here we go. This is fine. Okay. Here we go. Can you see how pretty that looks? Let me move these out of the way. This is what they look like. Nice and pretty. You can separate them some if you want to. And just really neat looking. Okay, let's do another one for row 2. The one that we double. We take 1 burgundy and 1 orange. Put the orange on the bottom. And we're gonna layer them up. Okay, just like this. And then we're going to take we can turn it into a diamond. And I did it different the first time. I usually, and I prefer taking it with my finished edges just like on the right and left, and turning it this way with the finished edge moving toward me. I just prefer, and if you'll do it the same way every time, then when it matters, you'll be safe. Okay, we're going to go into the middle and into the middle. Oh gosh. Okay, crossing over. I'm going to tug on this a little bit. Can you see that? Okay. And I've got my line. See this right here where the edges are? I want to make sure that I have them kind of straight. I'm going to pinch in the middle, pinch it again, and pinch that edge in. Pinch this side, pinch the edge in. Okay, my raw edges are all in there, right in here. And then I'm going to take a nice little zip tie. I don't recommend using rubber bands, not with this petal. It's too thick. And rubber bands deteriorate. So, and I think I said that right. Okay, tug that real nice and tight. Clip off our excess. And see, there's really not that much when you think about it, with your other petals. So you're not wasting a lot of mesh. And I'm going to tug on it, and look at this one. This one's already separated. Can you see that? And it makes for a really pretty little sunflower petal. We're going to put that right on our board on row 2. And like I said, make sure that when you put that zip tie, when you zip it, you're catching the one that's around the flower. Make sure that you're catching that. Okay, want it nice and tight, so use that zip tie gun if you have one. If you haven't, they're not that expensive at all. That's one of the first things I bought when I started doing this. They are well worth it. So, and I got mine on Amazon. And you can probably get them just about anywhere. So, on row 2, I'm going to have 16 of these petals, which means I would need 16 pieces of the burgundy and 16 pieces of the orange, red, burgundy, sheen one. Whatever it is, okay? Now, row 3. Row 3 is busy. We're talking lots of mesh. We burned extra holes in the board, and so we have 20 zip ties in there. in each zip tie, we're going to have 3 pieces of mesh. So that is a lot of mesh. So, but look how full this is. I mean, I don't know if you, I'm going to turn it sideways so that you can kind of see. It's extremely full, and it's just got a sheen to it. It's very pretty. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let me show you how to do it. We're going to take 2 burgundies and 1 orange. And what you do, you're going to fold each one separately. You're going to take your burgundy, turn it into a diamond. I've got my finished edge right here on the bottom here. I'm going to pull this in, these 2 corners in. And if it helps you, pull on this top right here to help you get this line that I keep talking about, which is right here. Can you see that right there? And then I'm going to pinch in the middle, pinch and pinch again, pinch here and here, and I have this. It's kind of see-through, and that's exactly why we're using 3. I'm going to take a clip and clip that. Now I'm going to take my orange one. I'm going to do the same thing. Turn it into a diamond, cross these, having a line right here. See that? It's not straight, but I'll be able to catch everything. Here we go. Pinch in the middle. There we go. Pinch and pinch. Pinch on this side and get that other side in. Give it a tug if you need to. Alright. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to clip these 2 together. Just like this. You need one of these big monster clips. Now, I got these at Dollar Tree. I think you can get them 2 for $1.25. So it's well worth it. They're very strong and they work great. Another piece of burgundy. Same thing. Diamond. Pull into the middle. Making sure you have a line. Ooh, this piece doesn't want to play. Okay. Here we go. I said, here we go. We're going to pinch in the middle, pinch and pinch, pinch and pinch. This one is very gnarly. It is crazy. Alright, now we're going to take this one, we're going to put it on the other side of this orange one. So we've got this little sandwich of mesh that looks like this. Alright, that's what it's going to look like on the board. Alright, so what I do is I just move my clip down just a tad, and I'm going to take a monster clip. A monster zip tie. These are 8-inch and they're rather thick, but when you're working with 3, you might as well use them. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and zip tie these, take off my clip, tighten it up, clip it. And then I'm going to do my best to cut through all this. This heavy-duty scissors. There we go. And we have this. And we're going to take our board. And we're going to make sure when you put it on your board that you don't have it like this. See, this side is the side that has where it's open. You want to make sure you have that side facing the board, so it looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to go right here and put my petals, all 3 of them, in there. And this hole is this zip tie is in a burned hole and a hole that was already on the board. Okay, and there we go. Making sure that I've caught that zip tie, and I almost didn't. Pulling tight. Goodness. And we have this. Okay, let's do one more of those, and then I'm not going to bore you with watching me make petals. I will pause it, make my petals, I might make them and film it and go real fast, but I sure am not going to do that. Let y'all watch me do all these petals, because I've got quite a few more to make. Here we go. Pinch, pinch, and pinch. Notice I'm using 2 hands. You can use 2 hands to pinch. I have to. Okay, there's one. Now we get the orange one. Turn it. Bring those 2 corners in. Making sure we have a little line here so that we catch all the edges and everything. Pull this in. Pull it again and again. Right here and right here. Give it a little tug. Clip it with this one. And go to number 3. So you can see that this is a labor-intense wreath. And it uses quite a bit of mesh, even though it's deco mesh and it's not as expensive. By the time you buy, you know, 2 rolls of the burgundy and a roll, I would get 2 rolls of the orange. Just, you're not going to use all of it, but that way you know you have it. And, you know, you just need 1 roll of the green, but still, that's, you know, 5 rolls of mesh. Plus your sunflower bloom. I believe they're about $8 at Craft Outlet. They're the only place that I have found that sells just the bloom. And the blooms are nice. I mean, they look like sunflowers. They don't look, you know, like little fake things. So I don't know. I'm not getting paid to say it, but I really prefer Craft Outlet's sunflower blooms. I keep them on hand all the time, all year. Okay, there's the side that's open. We're going to put that side on our board. Let's go on here. And we're going to go right here. And it's going to get snug in here. With all this mesh, gonna get snug. Okay, make sure that you don't catch the zip tie beside it in with you. So, you know, make sure you don't do that. Okay, pull it really tight. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. And cut that zip tie. Just keep it out of the way. And there you go. Not hard. Not hard at all. Just a lot of folding and putting on the board. This is what it's looking like. Okay? So I'm going to go make my petals, put them together, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. We'll see you in a bit. Bye. Well, I'm back, and I have finished the wreath, except for the sunflower, and I think I've decided I'm going to put the little magnolia leaves on the moss green petals that I've made. Let me pull the camera down and show you what this has looked like. I'm also going to turn on a light so you can see better. I said I was. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Very, very full. Extremely full. Just look at the depth on this. I don't even know how deep it is, but there's no seeing a board on this. I have gone through and I've been pulling the orange petals up. It just, I don't know, it's giving it some texture, more texture, showing that color. Really, and that orange it has a red, it changes color. It has a red tint to it. So anyway, I'm pulling these forward. You can see all that right there. Okay. Okay, looks like that. And on my sunflower, I already have a connector on here, and I'm trying to think, I'm gonna come up Actually, I'm going to go down this hole right here in the center and up. I think up. There we go. Right there. And I think I can do this way. And go through that and turn it this way. Here we go. I think. Okay, hot glue there. There we go. And I've got that through. I've gone through that little connector there. And I used Gorilla Glue Super Glue and hot glue. And now I'm just gonna tighten this up. There we go. And get my little, let's see, handy dandy pliers. Go in here and cut this zip tie. After I see if I can pull it any tighter. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. And pull these sunflower petals up like this. And I'm also gonna go through, I'm gonna take this Gorilla Glue, looks like this little super gel stuff, and I'm going to kind of just hold this and drip it underneath this sunflower. There we go. And one other thing that I like to do is take my wreath and turn it over, and on the back side go through and put hot glue in these holes. And that's what I'm going to do now to hold this. It'll soak down in and help hold that sunflower in place. Here we go. And I'm holding underneath, I'm holding the sunflower in the center of the bloom right now. Just hold my wreath up. Go. And I think I'm going to go right in here too. I need some more glue. Okay. Right through here. And here. This helps make sure, at least in my mind, it helps me feel better that that sunflower bloom is not going to give way. Here we go. We're back to the beginning. Okay. I'm going to let that sit for just a little bit. And we're going to get, I'm going to get my magnolia leaves. This is what I'm going to go ahead and use. I like the fact that on the back side it's red. I guess since it's a red or burgundy sunflower. But the leaves on this, even though they're there, are kind of getting lost because of all the petals. So this should help. So all you have to do is take your glue gun. And let's see if I can find a way to show you this. Okay. All I'm going to do is take a leaf, and I'm going to go right on the little stem here, and then all down in here, like this. And just put it on the mesh on the leaf, the green. And I'm going to just put it just like that. Like that. And it will stay. And there you go. That's it. That's all you have to do. And I have not had any customer complaining about them coming off or anything like that. And it's been hot here. So, and I have one customer in another town, and she has double doors and had a set of sunflowers on her doors that I had made for her, and they looked great all summer long. So see that how much better that looks, those leaves. So I'm going to keep going with the leaves. Okay. And cannot remember, I think I bought these from Temu, but I'm not sure. I bought a bunch of them, of these magnolia leaves. I wanted large leaves. I couldn't find, I don't even know if you can buy them, sunflower leaves. So this was the only other option for a big leaf that looks similar. So what you want to do when you do put your leaves on, you just want to try to make sure that the tip of it, you know, kind of comes up over the tip of your mesh. Okay. I'm going to use a different glue gun that's hot. Okay. Here on this leaf. Okay. All right. Our sunflower's done. All right. Let me see if I can hold it where you can see it. We'll find the hanger. Oh, I'll show you the hanger. All I have to do now is take one of my business card stickers, which I get these from Vistaprint. And I actually put a little bit of hot glue on the back of mine just to make sure they stay put. And this is the final step in what I do to make a wreath. And I just put it right there. right here. And this wreath is ready for the customer. This was someone had ordered this. Okay. I see a piece of hot glue right there. Okay. Okay. So what do you think? You like it? It's gorgeous. Look at those leaves. Those leaves really make this burgundy stand out, don't they? How'd you like to have that on your door? Well, that's how I make a burgundy sunflower that's perfect for fall. And thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you. Bye.